sometimes they hurt. I stay high when bullets fly. Out of reach, won't be coming down. I can't wait till it's over. I can't wait till it ends. You got a chip on your shoulder, and I don't need to pretend that we are alright. I won't spend the
not sure I understand it, but everything seems brighter now than before. I don't know why I feel this way, but every time I hear your name, all my worries disappear, yeah. It's all because of you. I feel the way I do. You make my dreams come true, yeah. It's all because of you, because of you. And I don't fall in love so easily, 'cause I don't wear my heart up on my sleeve, yeah. I don't know if you feel the same, but every time I hear your name, my worries disappear. It's all because of you, yeah. I feel the way I do. You make my dreams come true, yes you do. It's all because of you, because of you.
Good morning, people. Y'all know who it is. Y'all know the voice. Y'all know the sound. James Williams, DJ Exclusive, is in the building, man. Like it or not, it's about to go down. Good morning, everybody. Glad to see y'all this morning. Yeah, it is blurry. I see it now, Ben. Good morning, y'all. It's real pixelated. Okay, good. I'm glad I'm coming in clear because I thought it was my connection at first. Good morning, everybody, man. It's good to see y'all this morning. Y'all make sure y'all stay tuned. Rebecca's pulling up shortly. Like it or not, it's about to go down. I ain't did one of these in so long. It feels so weird. But it's still fly though while we wait. Love y'all, mean it.
I'm still fly, let's go. It could all be worse, I could be a hater like you. It could all be worse. Clothes to make the man, but that poison's gonna chew you. From the inside out, so right now. Say it with your chest now, say it with your chest now.
Hey man, if you missed the live stream last night, you missed a good one. It was really good. We were make sure that y'all go replay it. But Ben and I were talking about in the old days how I used to sing to all the music and it would come out so loud it'd be a delay. Used to drive me crazy, yeah. I love it, man. I love it. Good morning to everybody, man. Let's do a quick roll call and shout out while we are waiting for Rebecca to get here. Good morning, Christopher Shaw. Good morning, Meatcakes87. Vitingale. Good morning, Charlie. Good to see you. Tyler Hackman. What up, Tyler? Good morning to you. Brielle, good morning. Lily, hey, sweet Lily. How you doing, Lily? Good morning. Jesse Camaro, good morning. Ryan Foreman, good morning. And Shabbat Shalom to you as well. Good morning. Let's see here. Make sure I don't miss anybody. Neon Death, good morning to you. Brian West. Brian West. Got to pause the music for this one. Brian West, did you hear that NASA is about to launch a new mission to say sorry to aliens for polluting space? Did y'all know that? It's called Apollo G. I'm here all morning, y'all. Y'all make sure y'all stay tuned. Look, I have secondary audio coming from somewhere, and I don't know where it's coming from. And it's probably because I'm streaming on my own channel. That's what it is. Yay! Make sure that y'all go like the other channel, man. Please do. David will drop that link somewhere soon. And I got to find where that echo is coming from. I hear it, and it's like coming through, but I don't know where it's coming from. Let's see. Okay, good. As long as y'all don't hear it, then that's good. That was for you, Brian. Good to see you. Lanzetta, good morning to you, Bad Lefty. Good morning. Let's see who else I forgot here. Jay West, got you. Jay West, what's going on? Say yeah. All right, y'all make sure y'all stay tuned. Like it or not, it's about to go down, man. I got some more dad jokes coming for y'all too. Good morning.
Life has never really been fair. So put your fist up in the air. Say yeah. I'm young, I'm free. Can't nobody take me here and now. It's my time to run it out. It's my time. It's my time to ride it. I'm young, I'm free. Can't nobody take me here and now. It's my time to run it out. It's my time. It's my time to run it out. It's your time. Oh.
Let me tell y'all why I'm special. I figured out where the echo was coming from.
I'ma make you mine tonight.
My freaking cell phone the whole time. Don't y'all laugh at me, man. Don't y'all laugh at me. That's what it was the whole time. It's coming from my cell phone. I'm like, oh, Bubba, just turn the volume down. Who knew? Hey, man, if you have not already, make sure that you like, share, subscribe, comment, and all that good other stuff, man. And if you want to follow us, please do patreon.com/like it. Patreon.com/like it or not. Make sure that you share, man, and let's get these numbers up. Let's break this algorithm. So somebody just text me Earth, just one word, Earth. That meant the world to me. Good morning, Mama. Love y'all. Good morning, B. Love you. Mean it. Yeah, StreamYard is tripping this morning. It is. That's right, Lanza, the algorithm. Happy Pride Month. Oh my gosh, I forgot all about it. Happy Pride Month to everybody, man. To all my Alphabet Gang members out there. Yeah, I mean it. B, yes, Earth is very ghetto. It's ghetto as hell here.
Tell me what you want, tell me what you need, babe. Tell me about your dreams, tell me everything, yeah. Do it, I'll do it, I'll do it. I'll do it, I'll do it, I'll do it. Tell me what you need, baby. Tell me what you want, tell me what you need, babe. Tell me about your dreams.
Trevor, good morning to you. Perry Anderson, good morning. Right, Perry, we made it. No.
Don't think I can let you go. I don't think I can let you go. You love me before I go. Please love me. Oh, I don't think I can let you go. Say you love me before
Right, that's, oh my gosh.
Tell me what you want.
Tell me what you want.
Tell me about your dreams.
Right, Charlie, let me see if I can check this link real quick. It's view on YouTube. Continue to YouTube.
Tell me what you want.
Boom.
Tell me what you need.
I'm streaming on my own channel, y'all. That's crazy.
Dreams, tell me everything, yeah. Do it, I'll do it, I'll do it. I'll do it.
Right, Bad Lefty. I'm shadow banned. It didn't pop up everywhere. David, do you see that link? Do you see that link, David? Juanita, good morning to you.
Tell him I need my money right now. Brought me the juice, they stole out my crown. Sorry to tell you.
My channel name is DJ X3C. Yes, DJ X3C. I'm checking now, y'all. Give me the
Don't got
line.
much, don't be wasting all my energy. I keep it tight, don't let nobody get close to me. My heart is right, don't question my integrity.
Yep, there we go.
I
Yay!
thought we would be just fine, and I thought your heart was like
Let me put the like button on my own video. Here we go.
Going around throwing shots, running plots. Come on, man.
Welcome, y'all. Welcome. Y'all make sure y'all get everybody to go like and share that stream as well. So I'm trying to get these numbers up so we can get some monetization going on over there, okay? Thank you, David. Oh, that's crazy. Alicia, good morning, Alicia. I'm streaming on my own channel. I've never streamed on my own channel before. That's crazy.
Sorry to tell you, I know my value. I'm gonna recoup it. Don't waste my loyalty, my loyalty. I let you in back then because I couldn't see, but now it's clear you ain't ever been true to me. My intuition ain't ever lied. I had to leave.
Hell the Hatter, good morning.
Do what you think you need to do to get your revenge, but you won't break me.
Hey, okay, I got one for y'all. Here we go. What does a cloud wear under his raincoat? What does a cloud wear under his raincoat? Thunderwear. 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 Y'all know y'all miss these dad jokes, man. Y'all know y'all love me. Leave me alone. Just because of that, you know what? Hold on. Hey, not to brag, but I have this incredible talent in predicting what's inside a rap present. It's a gift.
love me, then you take it back.
Not y'all unsubscribing.
Say it again.
Say, nah, fam, we good.
So say it again.
Y'all is so It's haters everywhere we go. You see that? Haters everywhere we go.
Cause it's too late. Your time is up. Damage done and now it's stuck. Cause it's too late.
Nick Surveyor, good morning. All right, y'all. Y'all know what time it is. Like it or not, it's about to go down. It's good to see everybody this morning, man. Like it or not, time to go down. Tony, good morning. Let's get it. Let's go.
Doing here is not going to stop when it comes to these type of discussions. It's going to be for us and by us here on this platform when the media is telling us to look the other way. Your support is what helps us move forward. Join patreon.com/like it or not. Help us grow.
Like it or not, y'all. 2023. Y'all know what time it is. It's time for like it or not. With Rebecca Azure. Let's start this damn show. Yes, it's time for like it or not. With Rebecca Azure. Let's start this damn show. Rebecca Azor is in the house. You know she got a funny story to tell. Talking politics, culture, or real life ish. I live in life in the ATL. Benjamin, yeah, that's my man. He's always coming up with the master plan. Politics, scheming, or trying to find the meaning of life. Or why the feds keeps us in strife. I'm your DJ. I really don't need no introduction right now, but you know what? I stay dropping them jams. Y'all know who I am. Good hope, dad jokes, culture-ish, politics. What you're hearing right now was the culmination of all of this. I started out with the mic in my hand, and I graduated to a plethora of fans. I love bringing joy to the people. It makes me feel great, makes me feel regal. I do what I do for you. 8 p.m. Friday, you know how we do. Let's go. It's time for like it or not. With Rebecca Azure. Let's start this damn show. Yes, it's time for like it or not. With Rebecca Azure. Let's start this damn show. Like it or not, y'all. 2023. Let's start this damn show. Let's go.
Like it or not starts now.
I need to say politics and prayer. It's all in there. 10 a.m. Saturday, you know.
Let me go ahead and fix this like that there. Oh, well, that's going to work. Hey, wait, can you hear me?
Yes, loudly.
I'm on, a little, the internet ain't the best. So if I'm here, I'm here.
It's pretty clear. It looks clear to me.
Really good, actually. Yeah.
Shout out to the box. That's what it's to the box.
Right?
Wi-Fi.
I'm glad to be here. Whew.
Good morning. First of all, sorry.
Yeah. Welcome to Like It or Not, where we're free to tell the truth
and not care who doesn't like it.
Absolutely.
What's going on, Rebecca? You seem a little winded. Like you had
man
here this morning.
You know what I'm saying? Because my internet off, so I had to utilize what.
But y'all learn how to lie professionally. I don't think it's lying before the Lord.
Okay. All right. Well, my internet is off, but at the end of the day,
you're supposed to say the internet's down in the neighborhood.
I'm here because at the end of the day, I was at the place that I was working at. They left the hotspot thing, and I'm utilizing that. And until they shut it off, here we are. For such a time as this, God is good. But what we will celebrate,
Mhm.
Yes.
what we will celebrate is the fact that your girl has no more cancerous, precancerous cells in her body. After 6 years of testing positive for that, and surgery, and constant doctor's appointments, and biopsy, and coloscopies, or whatever they're called, and then having them tell me I have to get another surgery, and I had to pray against that, and I asked them to give me 1 year. I said, "Can you give me 1 more year and we can see?" And finally,
Come on, y'all.
finally,
Hands up in the chat room. Throw them hands up.
I got my test on Monday. On Tuesday, actually, because I was waiting for it on Monday, it didn't come. So I got my test results back on Tuesday, and I was on the phone with my best friend, and I said, and for you guys who've been following, like it or not, y'all remember when I got my first diagnosis. Y'all are with me on air when I was in pain and I had to go to the hospital. So y'all know this thing has been going on with me for so long. And so this is such a big deal. I know for some people like, why is it such a big deal? Y'all. Y'all know when they're telling you that you possibly have this, and you have a higher chance than anybody else to get this, even though it's rare. Even like you may not be able to have kids, you may not be able to do this, all of that. You may have to get another surgery, which will limit your chance of having kids in the future. Whatever. And I said, not this time. I'm not doing it again. Ben, you remember? I didn't even know what I was going in to go get at the doctor that one day, and you called me on FaceTime to see what the stories is going to be for the day. And I went into a doctor's appointment, and I just burst out crying because I'm like, these people just injected the longest needle like in me, and I didn't know this was going to happen in the pain. And I just cried, and you let me cry because you didn't even know that was the call, and I just cried. Say after all of that. My best friend was on the phone with me at the time. I'm like, girl, I just got these tests because I'm so used to saying the same thing over and over and over and over. And my best friend was on the phone with me, and I said, girl, I'll check the test later. She's like, I'll check the results later. She said, no, Rebecca, open them now. I'm going to pray with you first, but open them now. And she prayed with me. And after she prayed with me, I opened the test, and that was enough for me to shout right there.
Right there.
You gotta get that negative on there, friend.
Come on.
David, you already know David.
Did you shout around the room? Did you run around the room?
I got up and I said, I had to do that victory lap because I said, oh my God.
Becca, that cancer diagnosis was under the blood.
Go ahead.
Under
the blood.
David.
Under the blood.
Under the blood.
With the cue for the church.
Because I saw it in the chat too. So under the blood.
You had it last night. There you go. There it is. Come on.
How about hot spot faster?
Under the blood.
Under the blood.
Let me say me under the blood. Jesus,
Cancer cells is under the blood.
In the morning when we wake up, and the blood that Jesus me take up. And when me feel like me, I go break up, put the blood on me face just like a makeup.
Yeah.
In the morning when me wake up, and the blood that Jesus me take up.
Hey.
And when me feel like me heart break up, put the blood on me face just like a makeup. Under the blood.
There you go.
Under the blood.
Under the blood.
In the quiet man.
Jesus, you will cover me.
Oh,
Under the blood.
man.
Hey, he did the whole
day.
I never noticed that part. He did the whole thing.
Listen, in the Caribbean church, we're gonna wine pon the thing. We're gonna wine the way it's not busting red. Okay? Under the blood.
Oh man, that is great.
Okay.
Becca, I am so happy. So I'm celebrating with you. I had the best news. I do remember the beginning of this journey. Like you mentioned, you were on your way into the office, but you had to stop by the doctor's office first. And has it been 6 years though?
It's been 6 years.
That's crazy.
And I didn't even know for myself that at the time, like, okay, oh, hold on. But it's been 6 years. And I didn't know for myself that at that time that my life would change in that way. I have a forever scar on my body from surgery. And when they went in for one thing, they found another thing. And I remember doing a show in that year of 2017.
Yeah.
I was doing a show. Ben, his baby was about to be born. I think your baby was already born, so you were on leave. And or something like that. It was something of the sorts, but you were going to a lot of doctor's appointments because your wife was at that time. I literally had it where I was on air and I can hear something in my body shift and break. And I said, dang, this pain is killing me. But I know I'm the only person here with the two producers and I have to help carry out the show that day. And I asked them, can I go? They were like, no. Like, I remember her telling me, yeah, I had something similar to that. I had surgery, but it's different when you're rich and you have medical insurance. I didn't know that I was going to need a specialist. I didn't know that I was going to have to go to doctor. I didn't know that I was going to have to get second opinions. I didn't know that was going to be my life. I didn't know that. And so with that being said, I remember the pain was so bad and I tried to walk out to my car that night and I almost didn't make it to my car. Then I went into my house and I couldn't make it through the door. And I was on the floor until my sister came home. And then I went to the hospital and I stayed in the hospital. They were about to do emergency surgery on me, all types of stuff. And so all that to say, I cried. And there was this song that I used to sing just each time to get me through when I went to surgery. I didn't know if I was going to make it out of surgery because surgery is always something that you may not wake up from whatever. But it was all of those things that were going back through my head and I sat down. But I want to tell you guys this. Sometimes the enemy, because we always got to start with a little bit of church. Sometimes the enemy will make you feel, and I said this on Thursday on Leftist Mafia, but I know we got a little church in the house today. Sometimes the enemy will make you feel that you aren't allowed to praise and celebrate yourself for this win because look at all the other things that are happening in your life. Come on. Look, girl, your internet off. You couldn't even put 2 coins together. I said the other day, I got that information on a day where I had to pick between electricity and groceries. I got that information on that day. And I was like feeling guilty to celebrate something and think about, girl, am I hungry or I got lights? But you just got the best news in your life. 6 years of a positive diagnosis with this thing. High risk. And you are now, they can't find it in your body. Come on. You should be celebrating yourself. And so I had to really sit with myself because that guilt was like, you shouldn't be. I mean, you need to worry about other things. You need to be like just a whole bunch of other things and be mindful of what is a priority right now. And I said, well, I made my health a priority and I didn't know what it was going to look like, but I gave myself a full year for a different diagnosis. After 6 years, I gave myself a year and I said, God, I'm believing for a different diagnosis. So I'm going to celebrate that. I didn't know what it was going to look like, but it did. And just because I'm struggling right now in other arenas, I don't know what it's going to look like, but I'm not going to sit here and let myself
not celebrate,
celebrate and just sitting. I'm not doing that no more. I'm not doing that no more. Your girl is 34.
Come on.
And honey,
Becca, you 34?
She's a baby.
34. And y'all was with me when I turned 30. And now I'm 34.
Right. That's why I'm just like, wait a minute.
Right. That's right. Becca, you listen, God is good. Something that Candace Owens doesn't know. God is good.
All the time.
And all the time.
God is. Some people who actually gonna say God is great.
God is great all the time.
They're gonna say God is good all the time.
There it is. I knew we had an air horn somewhere.
Listen,
it wasn't too loud, was it? Was it okay? Because I'm like, be scared. I'm like, bust people eardrums. Okay, perfect.
Don't let you were so right, Rebecca. Don't let your current situation detract from the major thing that was just given to you. That's nothing but that is the enemy. You was in the house today. He is celebrating with you. And
it's just good, y'all.
The sun is shining a little brighter.
Y'all. It's just like, and this song had came into my spirit, my spirit. I was driving home and I was feeling heavy again because the enemy. So I'm just gonna sing a little short part. I just came into my spirit. And one thing about Haitian worship songs or worship songs in general, but one thing about it is the ones that you used to sing when you were younger in the church, you should just sing them, right? But when you get older, you hear them. It's not that you're just singing it anymore. You hear it and you know it from a different place. And so the song says this: "Ou mérite toute louange qui n'a que moi. Ou mérite toute louange qui n'a que moi. Pour ça ou fait pour moi déjà, et ça ou fait toujours. Ou mérite toute louange qui n'a que moi." And that song says, when you interpret it, when you translate it, it says, "You are worthy of all the praise that's in my heart because of what you have done for me and what I know you're about to do.
Come on.
I'm going to always give you that praise regardless." And so that's just, it came into my heart. And I haven't sang that song in years, but it came into my heart when I was feeling heavy. I don't know why I remember the words like I do. I just knew. And I said, because it's just for such a time as this. That's how he's speaking to me lately. And I'm just, if I ain't making it here, I'm rich in my heart. And it's a difference because I remember when I had a little money, but my mind wasn't right. I remember when I had a little money, but my heart wasn't right. But you know what I'm saying? And now we just going through a transition and a pivot, and it's a way that you perceive things. Perspective matters. And I just feel like I'm in a different place in my life. And while I may fall short and I may handle situations a little tough, I don't stay there. And that's just where I'm at with it.
Amen.
You got to forgive me, but James, were you catching the Holy Spirit or was that a fly over there?
It was a net that's just like flying around right in front of my face. I'm just like, somewhere.
It could have gone both ways. It could have been the Holy Spirit right there.
It was the Holy Spirit.
Woo! Anywho, that's my news, and I'm glad we were able to.
What? This is different.
Yeah, is it me? Is it my internet? Am I delayed? Because I really don't know if that was like.
Fine. You
Okay.
You're good. Yeah, you're actually really good.
That was me speaking for Rebecca's internet.
Oh.
Okay.
You were supposed to do that when I said it.
Right.
Yeah, I know. My time is over. I couldn't find it until just then, and I was determined to include it.
Oh man, listen, but I absolutely this space that we've created here, this Saturday morning thing that we do, the three of us, and the joy, the fact that we can be ourselves. I could be Pastor Ben. You can be Rebecca, the songstress, who will break out in a Creole hymn, and DJ Exclusive could be himself. We all could be ourselves, and we are not. We're not limited by religious dogma. We ain't controlled by anybody's religious cults. We are surrounded by people who believe. We're surrounded by people who don't believe. We're surrounded by people who have different faiths, no faith at all. And everybody is celebrating with you this morning, Rebecca.
Thank you.
Every one of them.
It's a party. It's a celebration. And I appreciate
I played the air horn, but David took me out took the other thing out. So
under the blood. There we go. Under the blood. I am under the blood, but I really appreciate it. I would be what the people say remiss if I did not say that I don't see your beautiful comments and you guys' love, every single one of you. And I'm talking to you specifically right now. Look at me. Don't look at the guys. Look at me, right? And I'm going to tell you right now, two beautiful people are looking at each other right now. Two beautiful people are looking at each other right now. And every kind word that you've sent to me, that you've like how you help me, whether it was through a Cash App, a PayPal, or just you sending me kind words, you like, share, subscribe, but you just pouring into me and celebrating me in this particular moment means the world to me. because y'all know, this is enough for me. Like I said, to just shout. I feel so good. And honestly, today, right now, I'm even more pumped than I was on Tuesday. So, you know, I thank y'all. I really, really do. I really thank y'all. And so, yeah. I love you guys, mean it. But we got news to get to, because I could just sit here and talk about this all day. But we got news to get to. I really don't even know what news to get to. But
put up Henry King's comment real quick while she gets her news. There's been some crazy stuff happening this week too in the world.
Right?
Did y'all wait? And I keep asking that mass shooter that would try to hit up Atlantis, all kind of stuff.
Atlanta.
Yeah, Henry
Not only
King
that,
said,
did y'all hear about the story of the man? And Bubba, you sent it to me. Mind you, the way this developed, there was a guy who was clearly mentally ill, had an interview with the local news station in Atlanta, and the local in Gwinnett area. But the with that, because about a mass shooting, or not a mass shooting, excuse me, a shooting that had happened. He witnessed it. They interviewed him. Clearly, he was unwell. He even stated within the interview that he was off of meds. They continued on with this. This is not back in the 90s. This is not back in the early 2000s. It's not back in the mid 2000s. When doing local news, you had to get any man on the street interview, any SOT, which is sound on tape, which is crazy because that's what the person. But anyways, you had to get that interview with whoever you could, because people were either not talking or whatever, but you had to get it by a certain time. Nowadays, you can literally try to get comments from people, but they were afraid to speak. Until next time, back to you, then, like something like that. But here y'all are exposing these people. But and I say this to say, on the news while he was saying the interview, he said, "I feel like I'm a snitch." I don't know if that did something to his head. I don't know, but went on to a bus right after that event. This person, and held it hostage, killing one person who was trying to defend themselves by taking that person's gun on a bus, shooting that person. 17 others were on that bus afraid. He went and held the driver at gunpoint and had the driver going all kinds of places, hitting folks and all kinds of stuff all through Gwinnett. This was crazy. And this happened. And I just think about the person that passed away, but also I think about mental illness and how that is a thing. And here we are, because I done talked about it on last week's show. I talked about it on Thursday, but men and mental illness, which is not making an excuse for what that man did because it was wrong, but not being aware of it. Those news people, those reporters should have been aware of it and not being. You all right, Bubba?
I just got a text message, but I want you to finish your story, and I'll tell you who the text message is from. And once I do, I think y'all will be surprised. But finish your story, please. Becca.
Look at me. I'm talking about something serious here, my brother.
Yeah, and when I tell you it just came through, Becca, you're gonna be Continue, because
it's gonna be blessed. I feel the blessing. No, go ahead, Becca.
Yeah, especially because I had input for this story too. So when I just looked down and saw this, I'm just like, oh Jesus.
Oh. Well, all I gotta say is this happened for real. This was, I think, on what was it, Wednesday?
Like Tuesday, I think it was Wednesday.
So, but this all happened, and I think about men's mental health. I think about men's mental health very often, and so especially because it's Men's Mental Health Awareness Month. So because people aren't aware, because of how men are perceived, specifically people in Atlanta, the culture of it has usually been, you go to 5 Points back in the day. 5 Points doesn't really exist now, but you go to 5 Points back in the day, you see a lot of people with mental illnesses there, just people laugh at, put on camera, whatever the case may be. And they can be dangerous because there's no help and assistance for them. There's no health care. And they're not encouraged for that, because men are supposed to be a certain way.
That's right.
So if you are getting, you are less than a man. I did a number show, stats show, literally that men do not go get any help because of the fear of being viewed as less than a man. On Thursday, I have people who are part of the LGBTQIA plus community, such as yourself, Bubba, and they were saying even for them being a part of that community, identifying as men, they still got to show up as the societal image of what a man should be.
So
and
that is a real thing, because it's several times, even though I'm a gay black male, it's still sometimes I have to put on that and I hate to say it, that facade, but you have to still come off as nothing's wrong, and you just got to handle it and deal with it. So
Yeah.
still in our community, especially in the Black community, it's a lot. It really is.
Yeah.
You know, one thing with mental health is a lot of times we as men, we don't even, I think people in general, when you don't have a baseline and you haven't had a chance to sit down and talk with someone and actually compare what's going on in your head with what is, you know, happening with other people or society or health or whatever, like just compare what's going on in your head with somebody else. And what happens is like men, we live in these closed chambers where nobody knows the kind of thoughts that are going on in our head but us, because we've never been allowed to talk about them. We've never shared them with anyone else for somebody to compare. And sometimes you do need somebody to tell you, man, yeah, what you're thinking is just, you know, completely wrong, or, you know, whatever kind of way you
I
need
know
to
you guys
describe it.
have that. Do you guys have instances where you guys can even pinpoint where, dang, I was going through it.
Yes.
I was going
yeah.
through it,
Yeah.
and I couldn't even, I had no one to run to or talk to, or I couldn't say that on the previous show, which I need to clip because it was good. I was looking back and I said a word there. But there are men who sit there and be like, you know what? I want to be able to go home and tell my person, my friend, my family member that today just wasn't a good day for me.
That's right.
It was really, really tough. And I don't know how I can really unpack this feeling. I felt like crying, if I can be honest. And right now, I just need you to listen and not say anything. Can you do that? Could I get a hug? Or maybe I just need a bit, like 15 minutes to myself right now. I'm not rejecting you. I'm not I don't feel good. I don't feel loved right now. I feel a little empty, and I'm having a problem finding out why. Men should be able to say these things, but you see, there are people in this world, but it's not only people, this world, and not only culturally, because here I am in America, but I'm also Haitian, but just all around, I've seen it where men just are viewed as less than a man, and people in the community will say you're a bitch because of that. You can't,
Well, so, I mean, and then, but at some point, as men and as humans, you've got to grow up. And now I'm not saying that you grow up and you grow out of mental health issues. You got to seek help. But the grow up part is when you stop letting other dudes, other people they're not helping you pay your rent. They're not helping you raise your family. They're not helping you do nothing. All they do is give you commentary on whether or not you're the type of man you're supposed to be. Why do you let that enter your life? Cut that off and actually start taking care of yourself and listen to some people who actually have some concern for you. But we allow all of these men, especially these men podcasters, right? All these men rights activists, all these dudes who got a microphone, they are telling them the absolute worst thing, which is that there's no such thing as depression. There's no such thing as mental health problems. You don't have to go see a counselor. You're listening to people who are actually telling you the absolute worst thing. You're gonna have to grow up and cut that off and go find something for yourself and realize that those people don't mean you no good. So at some point we gotta step up and separate ourselves from what we know. We know at this point what toxic masculinity is, what it does, and how many people it has killed.
That part. It's
but
like
what's
really,
the text message? Because they waiting on that.
they is stuck on this text message.
Here we go. Who is it? Somebody said it was Dr. Mac.
And Perry Anderson was actually spot on.
It was Dr. Mac?
Dr. Mac texted me and said, because last night, Becca, we were talking about Dr. Mac.
Because somehow Dr. Mac came up and David had on the fly the six packs. This.
Dr. Mac fine. He know he fine.
See, look, that's exactly what we said.
Yeah,
he said.
That's exactly what James said.
That's a good looking man.
That man fine as hell.
That's a good looking man.
He
light
said,
skin. I don't know if that's the right skin for me, but he fine.
Okay.
He fine.
He said, being that you and I are going straight to hell, he said, I miss you, Bubba. Tell Queen and David hello and give them my love. You and Ben look great, and you are as sick as ever.
Hey.
That man just lives on his own terms. I love that for him.
I love it too. I do too.
Yeah.
Wait, so Dr. Mac was watching last night?
I seen him to stream last night.
Oh!
So
James wanted to make sure he knew that Dr. Mac knew.
So what?
I
y'all
want
had
I want a new picture. The hell-
That's crazy. Get out of that man. That man is in a relationship because he posted up his woman. I saw it on his page.
Oh, okay.
I might be making up lies and rumors.
And we believe you. We like,
Oh, okay.
No, but I did see on his page that he posted somebody. It didn't have a, I don't know, y'all. Let me stop.
put something in the atmosphere to get the man caught up.
Okay.
Sorry, Dr. Mac. I was trying to tell him that you off the market, but I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I
Look,
don't know.
no matter whether I have it or not, Dr. Mac lives on in infamy on Twitch because he has his own emoji.
He has an
He
emoji.
does.
Oh yeah, he will be
Uh-huh.
out forever. He will be. He will. Yeah. He's immortal. He's immortal.
Oh
But
god.
that's good for your mental health. You better laugh it up. Find men texting
you
your
do.
phone. It's good for you.
I can't stand you.
Y'all hilarious.
Look at the chat. Look at the chat.
No,
Find men. Anyway, the only reason I bring that up with y'all fast behinds in the chat, the only reasons I'm bringing that up, men's health awareness month, because it's so many other things too. It's Pride Month.
Yeah.
Indigenous Peoples Month, Caribbean Heritage Month. It's also Black Music Month because people ain't talking
Oh
about
wow.
that. But
Really?
a lot of men are affected in all of that.
Yeah.
So
And all of it. Mhm.
yeah, so you know what I mean. Like here's the thing, y'all. Happy month to all y'all. Whatever you're celebrating in this month, happy month to all of you guys. But when I know you have the female hoteps who the female Dr. Umars who may be like she's doubling down a little bit too much on men's mental health, because I know just like Father's Day is coming this weekend, because I bet all y'all forgot. Did you remember? Did you know that this weekend is Father's Day? That means tomorrow. Did you? Exactly. So I say that to say men are naturally going to be bypassed. Yes, they may rule in other areas, and we can talk about that. We will talk about that. We have talked about that. But men, just because of those things, the patriarchy in this country that is built, men still deserve to have a safe space to land. Because as I said on last week's episode, you have your Peter and you have your Judas. Peter, you restore, and Judas, you let go, right? And we're talking about the Peters of the world when it comes to those men. So,
but can you just be rightly dividing the word in the middle of a political show? You better do what you do, sister. Do what you do. My goodness.
So with that being said, I love y'all. And I mean, I told, the guys on Thursday's show, I love them. And I came here, I wanted to tell you guys that I love you. Every man that I see, not
Love
every
us
man.
first. Let's just
Right.
But I love y'all.
love y'all over there.
Love
This
you,
is home. This is home. All right.
Right.
Let's get that.
And I love, right.
Hey, Mark Lamont Hill. I know he done seen my work over the last 15 years. And not very one time has this Negro invited me to do any, not even, I don't even think this Negro retweeted me in 15 years. And
I just want to
always
come on because he fine.
Congratulations, Rebecca. That's really
You
dope.
know what's so crazy?
You heard me?
I heard you. He outside of the show, I seen him with a picture of Olay. I said, who is that? Who is that man? That's not the same people. You got your on-air person, and then you got your street, your on the street look. But anyway, that's a married man as well. But the thing about it was it's funny because when he hit me up the third time, I think
3 times.
Damn.
because I got a new number. I got a text message on my phone. I said, I don't know that number, and continued to do my little brow. And then it was like, Rebecca. And I said, now who don't Rebecca? You called my phone unknown number. Now you saying Rebecca? So then I went to go look. He said, it's Mark Lamont Hill. It's Mark Lamont Hill.
The whole name. Okay, black man.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Listen, hey, how are you? What's going on? And it's just like, hey, want you on the show? Like, I can say this, like I was saying about Ben, even for you, I've seen you on MSNBC. I've seen you on Roland Martin Show, not because these people are so big, but they're great and we respect them for what they're doing, but you're respected and you literally have the same power. You have this power. You are a force to be reckoned with. So when people calling you on shows and doing all those kind of things, it ain't. I used to get like, oh my God, I'm gonna be on the show. Da, 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 da. It's great. It's beautiful. But at the same time, thank you for having me. Thank you for recognizing that my voice matters. Okay, because
honestly, like straight up and down, I think that is supremely dope that he had you on. So shout out to him.
I was like, what am I? Look, sometimes I be like, what am I on for again? I don't remember. I mean, you know, because I'm here to have a good time.
Rebecca, he recognizes so does Leftist Mafia. So is everybody is starting to recognize the power and the authority that you got, right? The skill set that you have. Now, I just want to put on the record, I saw it first. No.
That part. And,
actually,
and
no, if I'm gonna be real though, that tall white man in Atlanta who brought us all together from across the country. But I peeped it first after that. So
that blue-eyed man, them eyes was scary. When people people who have those type of blue eyes, it's so beautiful, but you staring at me. Can you stop, you alien? I don't want to see it. It's
not being fell off.
Oh,
he had to step away.
Oh, that was so fast.
It was like.
I hope everything's like, okay.
Right.
I was talking about them blue-eyed devils.
And I can't stand you. But Becca, I was gonna say it all helped. It worked out in the long run because everything happened with that punk ass job, and now you stepped into your calling, and that's what it is. You about to like. This is your season, baby. All the other stuff. I know you stressed out, and you know it might be a little worried, but I know you got this, and you're doing big things, and now you have the time to do bigger and better things. Let's get it. I'm so happy for you.
Yeah, thank you so much, and I appreciate that. And that's where I just wanted to be free. See, we thought that being free was going to look a certain kind of way, but it may not always look. Yeah. It just don't always look the way that we think it's going to look, but. I'm just so grateful. I'm grateful to build relationship in this space. I'm grateful not to be only recognized by these people with great big shows, but just by you guys, the supporters, the viewers. You guys see me, and y'all been seeing me from day one. While Ben was seeing me, that blue-eyed devil, tall man, interviewed me, and he was talking about how beautiful my hair was, and then he was shocked when I started speaking another language. He said I was exotic.
I was gonna say that's the word.
Wow. He said you're exotic. We need you on the show. Right? Yeah. So, but because he took a chance on me, and I didn't even know, guys, this is a girl coming out of getting her master's degree. She's already degreed up, but I lived such, Ben, you know this, before I honestly got to like it or not, where I had my free spirit, because I'm a free spirited girl naturally, but I was so free spirited that I didn't care where the wind dropped me off. I'm gonna unpack there. If I had just a shirt off my back, I wasn't part of a particular circle. It was just like whatever is gonna be type of thing. And I moved to New York, and I'm like, New York,
right?
Okay, and then New York. As soon as I did that, I got sick when I stepped off the. I got sick when I stepped off of that damn train, but I still made it. Something. While I was there, and have stories about that where people took a chance on me. Then they may not have ended well, but they took a chance on me then to let me know I'm bigger than what they're trying to. Keep me as. So each time I learned something, but I love that while I can be a free spirit, and that's great because I'm always going to be that. But I love that I was starting to accept community because I didn't do that before. And so when I got here and when I met the blue-eyed devil, and when he brought me to that office, and I had my own office inside of this place, this warehouse, and all those things, but that was my first big girl job. I had just graduated with my degree, and I worked in the news. I was offered at the local news station, whatever, but this was my first master's degree job, and he said I'm good for it. But I knew just how to be a professional journalist. And at that time, I had just studied to be a digital journalist. So now Ben is teaching me the way of politics, because as a journalist in itself, you can only be a certain kind of way. Straight ahead on News 20 at 5, we have Benjamin P. Dixon on the street now with Mr. Williams, I believe it's Mr. Williams, and they're going to give us the latest on what's going on death row. Like, that's it. Other than that, like, that's all we were supposed to give. Furry cats and what this death that happened on 2nd Street. But the fact that here, which I'm so grateful for, I wrote myself, not me preaching again. I wrote myself off. I said, you know what? Since I didn't take that opportunity and stay in that opportunity and chose a freer life, where I could have just been doing the local news where I was doing it.
Yeah.
A local news station. Now this is my life. I guess I'm never gonna do it again. I'm never gonna make it. I'm never gonna make it. You start going there, you start getting crazy. I'm never gonna right? It's crazy. You start off full voice, like, I guess I'm just never gonna make it.
Halfway through the
you start going back to stuff. If I never spent that $10 5 years ago on that strip,
I would just pass this one class.
Really ridiculous. And but I said, God made it for us to meet, because if that blue-eyed devil didn't take a chance on me, and then I partnered with a girl that I went to school with, we were both anchors at that place. Benjamin P. Dixon coming in, risking it all, literally bringing his family there. And we just went in there, and you said, these people are dropping the ball, but we're going to still create. Mm-hmm. Rebecca, you're in boot camp. You are an amazing journalist, but you also have a voice. And you have a big personality. Let that shine and let that show. Yeah. And even though you got annoyed with my singing, but we didn't go there. And I think we
don't like singing. That's what it is, Becca.
No. Listen. No, you got to understand though.
You get annoyed to us singing all the time. Now we playing. He said, if you play, I remember you told me I was playing some other music, and then you was like, okay, if you play Ronald Isley.
Yes.
Can we play? Yes. And then I was like, and then I played
Frankie Beverly.
Yeah, Frankie Beverly. Then I played, no, this one is BJ the Chicago Kid. You said, who's that? Yeah. And I said, it was BJ the Chicago Kid. You was like,
you put me on him. You put me on it.
Yeah. And then there was Joe. And then we're like, we can do black music.
We had to find common music ground. That's all. But then the main thing was, though, is like we were in one, at first we were in one office. Mm-hmm. And I'm sitting there trying to prepare, I'm researching.
Ben moved out of the office.
When I got my own office, it was we started getting along a whole lot better. She was,
because I'm in the office like, I got earphones. Ben's on the side like, damn. Then I got the TV on watching.
At the same time, watching like Judge Judy or something. I forgot what judge it was.
I was watching that. I think it's called The Real, not the real. It was the real. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And singing and all the same time, I'm trying to get ready for the show at 3:30 p.m.
And yo, here go me. That's how I function. That's how I get to work. And Ben was like, he'll make me.
I love to sing though. I don't want y'all think I don't like singing.
No, he loved it, but it was not. It wasn't conducive to his work environment. So he looked over at me one day and he says, "I'm sorry, but can you not?" I said, "Oh."
And we didn't even know each other, James. We were like, not for real. I was like, look, no, for real, come on.
I said, no problem. It's cool.
Memories in the corner of my mind. That's been 6 years. It's been 6 years, Rebecca.
It's been 6 years. Actually. And then I threw you a baby shower, and that picture and the emptiness in her eyes in that picture with those white people.
What the hell?
We was looking like this.
Like y'all Get Out.
Do we have
to Thank you for the Pampers, sir.
Please, sir. I like some more.
Can we get our paycheck today, please, sir?
Not you being
David. Well, David is on one today. So okay. Can I have a shilling or
David
two?
Really likes the screen. David, what is with you with the screen?
Can I have samosa, please? Thank you for the bit of Pampers. For my kid, but can you please give me a few more nickels on my paycheck?
For shillings.
Can we get paid on time this month?
A couple of shillings, please.
No, let me not flex on them like that.
Hey pennies.
Remember, brick by brick.
Oh my God! Don't remind us that. Okay, first story. That's Ooh. What they throwing clothes at you, James?
Right.
those draws?
No, it was a shirt. God dang it. It was a shirt. Yes.
Ah.
Happy Pride,
you
baby.
know, every Becca talk about happy pride.
Harold the Hatter, I
Somebody
see you in
throwing
the chat, brother.
draws.
Hmm.
I can't
All
stand
right.
shit.
We've been on for an hour. We ain't talking about nothing. Every
We ain't
story.
talking about
Dang
nothing yet.
okay.
I'm sorry, I
Yes, we
apologize
have.
for-
We've been talking
for
about some
taking it.
good news.
Oh, the
let's
mental
try.
health. Mental
Yes,
health.
it's been good stuff. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so then also in Atlanta, because Atlanta's been crazy. James, you said it perfectly.
Oh,
Atlanta's not a real place. But
It's not.
over this week, also, federal agents stopped a mass shooter, a white dude with a full cache of guns, headed towards Atlanta to go to a hip hop concert because he wanted to
They
target.
thought
black-
it was a hip hop concert, but it was actually the concert of, was it Bad Bunny?
Bad Bunny.
Oh, I did hear that. Okay. I think
Well, he
it
wanted to
was
go
Bad
find
Bunny.
black people. Was what from
Yeah,
what
but he was
he
looking for
wanted
black
to
people,
start a
yes.
race war.
Yes, he was targeting, let's be clear, he was targeting black people. And his assumption was that this was going to be a predominantly, and this is from what I read, but you could correct me if I'm wrong. He was going to this, I believe the artist was Bad Bunny. Let me go, and this is from what
I'm
I read.
assuming now from the way you're phrasing it, Bad Bunny is not black.
No,
No,
he's
Bad
Puerto
Bunny
Rican.
is Hispanic.
He might be
I think.
Afro-Latina. I'm not too sure.
Yeah.
But I do believe that it was one of the Hispanic artists who were going to go perform, and he was trying to plan this mass shooting. Here it is. Yes, and an Arizona man. So it's true. It was Bad Bunny, and he was in concert in Atlanta, and he thought that this was going to be a hip hop concert, which is going to be a huge crowd of people. He wanted to start a race war right before
That's crazy.
the elections. And he wanted to, he stated that this is what his motive of operation was. And here is an issue here, because knowing, he was like, dang, sorry, got it wrong, man. I thought it was a couple of coloreds. I thought it was going to be a crowd of coloreds because I needed it to be coloreds.
Oh, it's
And here's the
wrong
thing.
color.
Bad Bunny draws in a multi-cultural crowd.
Yep.
And so a lot of people are going to be in the house, of course, for that. So when he realized that it was not going to be
All
black
black
people,
Yeah.
so that's, whatever. But my
That's
issue, people's lives are in danger.
Yeah.
I don't know how we can make it more safe against people like that. Yesterday, I was at a store and I kept thinking to myself, I don't know why that came to my mind. And you see what I'm saying? This is why we like every day you go from here to there, like, because I'm sitting there pushing a cart and I'm saying to myself, what if somebody comes into this store? I don't know why I thought that, and it was only for like a minute, but I said, what if somebody comes into the store and targets me for being black?
Because that's the smart thing to do.
Right.
Like you have Tops grocery store in Buffalo, New York. They ran, a white guy traveled 45 minutes to find the blackest neighborhood he could, and he went to the black grocery store there and killed 9 people, I believe. You had Dylan Roof, who went to a black church to target black people. You had the white guy back in last January down in Jacksonville, Florida, who drove 30 minutes to the blackest district he could to go to Dollar General and kill 3 black people. You have this guy in Atlanta who just did it. So once you notice a pattern, it only makes sense for you to defend yourself and to prepare yourself and look over your shoulder and see the exits and see how many disgruntled, angry white people are in that place who probably follow people like Candace Owens. It's a good chance if they follow people like Candace Owens and Ben Shapiro and them, that they are radicalized and want to commit acts of violence. It's just, we've seen it. We saw it with the shooting in Quebec, right? I can go in 2014. We saw how many mass shootings have we had where they specifically targeted black folks or minorities because they were mad. So you're not crazy. You're absolutely right to do that.
Yeah. And I mean, that's, go ahead, Bubba.
I was about to say, I don't know about y'all, but it's almost like whenever I'm going into a crowded place or a store or something, I'm constantly, before I go in or while I'm in there, I'm looking over my shoulder. And even when I walk in, I'm looking for where the exits are. I'm like, okay, this is an escape route. I can get out this way. I can get out that way. Or what I can use as a weapon. It's crazy now. I hate
Because I want to say, even, you see, and again, we can go and make this about even Pride Month. I believe we just celebrated the I can't say celebrated, but in memoriam of the people who passed away for last year for the same situation as just because of how they identified as people of the LGBTQIA plus community. So with that being said, like we lost people because of that, because somebody went inside of a nightclub and
how many people? 40 people at Pulse nightclub.
I think it was 40
because of how they identified, because of who they were, because of who they are. Kate, are we serious?
This
is why you fear Bubba, because they may look at you as a black man, and then it's going to hurt them even more to know you're part of the LGBTQIA plus community. It's problematic to these people that we are not white, that we are not blue-eyed devils, that we are not people who we just are who we are. But the fact that he wanted to start a race war,
that's it. That's what they want right now,
and to influx that so people can.
That's crazy.
It pushes people towards Trump, former President Donald Trump. Right. And they'll be outside again. We'll get the replay because in this country, you would think this was they tell us to forget about slavery, and you would think the actions of the people were not like their ancestors. And it is. They're out here. It wasn't too long ago where I was sitting with you, Ben, and covering the news, and we were talking about people outside with tiki torches in the name of Donald Trump, going towards people's houses and threatening to burn down communities in the name of Donald Trump. Also, people who were till this day, if you go down and back at the crib in Palm Beach and drive under the bridge, they are still holding up signs. They've been holding up signs since 2020 for in the name of Donald Trump. Police officers in the name of Donald Trump. That Thin Blue Line, remember that season of the Thin Blue Line? And they created this whole commercial. This came up on my timeline where I did a story about them having a association to protect them. And they literally utilized verbiage that said in the freaking video. And I wish I can go get it. It was an actual like documentary like video from the NYPD like association something, association of the Associators Association. And them police officers stated that there is racism. It's called blue racism. Police officers in NYPD. They said there was blue racism and that they were fearing for their lives. And Donald Trump is the one that made them believe that they were the ones that were being targeted, attacked, marginalized, being put in the other group. Meanwhile, the people, just for being gay, we've seen police officers beat up people. Just for being black, we've seen them take our lives. Just for being talking back and having the audacity to read your own rights to the police officer. You may not live to see another day. And the police officer may get a slap on the wrist and this story will be buried. We have people where a police officer allegedly ran over somebody. And this was years and years ago. That's just coming out as news today. Breonna Taylor's murder wasn't talked about until months later.
Right.
So all of this to say, these things that are happening and the things that we fear in this world, especially for marginalized people, in more ways than one for a few of them, and we're also scared about what's going on in this world. And when we think about things like what could have happened at the Bad Bunny concert, it's not a one-off. And I think there's so many other shootings because now they labeled, it's been so many mass shootings. They've labeled them 4 or more.
Yes, right.
That's a mass shooting.
It's mass shooting, yeah.
And they've stopped covering 4 or more, like they've stopped covering the amount of people dying from COVID.
Preach, black woman.
So I'm trying.
Preach.
Let me cook.
Come on now.
So with that, we have to be mindful that situation, and I know that news happened just the other day, and we're looking at it like, oh, that's crazy. Thank God they stopped it. Only because they didn't really stop it. He stopped himself like, oh, it's not coloreds. Let me make sure I do my. That's why. That's a one-off, y'all. That's a one-off. What are we putting in place? Why? Because we're not talking about it no more until it. What if it did happen? You know what we would be talking about right now? The same thing that we've been talking about since we first sat on them seats in that warehouse. Gun control.
That's right. That's right.
We have not circled back to that conversation, and I have yet to hear it within the conversations or debates that these people are having about the state of America and its people.
No, nobody's talking about gun control. No, they're not going to talk about that. Rebecca, remember the spot shooting in Atlanta, right? The white man who went into the massage parlor and killed
right
Asian women.
I can't say right here, but in the area.
Right up the road, right up on the road and around a couple places in Atlanta. Then you had the Tree of Life. Thanks to Ryan Foreman in the chat room, reminded Tree of Life shooting in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Like, you have so many mass shootings now that the news can ignore it. That's what's going on. So many people are getting killed, and so many of them are rooted in racism. The newest thing that's happening, the new trend, is that the white, there's a word I want to use, but I can't. This group of white folks on Twitter who's driving these narratives, they're now blaming all mass shootings on trans people.
Yes.
Trans people. But, right. I'm not even sure that we actually have had a mass shooting by a trans person. And then even the justification for the one they do bring up, they're now trying to make every single mass shooter a trans person. So they're going to do something about mass shootings only if they could blame trans people for them, not angry white men who are spoiled, children who've never been corrected in their life. And now they feel like they're being oppressed, even though they have all the economic wealth. 80% of the economic wealth in this country, white men have. 70% of the political power in this country, white men have. They have everything, but now they feel so aggrieved that they're going out and killing people.
Yeah. And Ben, they've blamed it on trans people, and they made it so much so. I remember when that man George Santos was a part of it, a part of the blaming folks, only for it to come out with his own bones and skeleton dropping out the closet. And he was somebody who actually, his secret life is identifying with the LGBTQIA plus community, but was fighting against it here in America, and helping that narrative of, hey, that school shooting that happened with the children is because of trans people. Right. Alex Jones is now paying for what we thought he would never pay for. And that was the false accusations about those Sandy Hook children. Yes. Now he's losing everything, every single thing, and crying about it. I hope he's stripped down to nothing. That right there is a Judas. We don't restore that. That's a man that deserves to cry. You're going to cry for every single thing that you stole from those people. Okay?
So you do right.
Until you do right, you ain't got no more time. So, but I say all that to say, they also they've gone through a list of marginalized people. Remember, shootings are happening because of Mexicans.
Yes.
Happening because of migrants, asylum seekers. Mass shootings are happening because of Black people. They're dangerous. That's what they'll do. They'll go down the line of marginalized communities that they do not want to help, or that they say make them uncomfortable, or that they feel like is a part of that conservative view that they have to stick on, even though they're actually living outside of that narrative, of that box, of that rhetoric. But in public, they have to present as, oh, I don't go with this. I don't have. But listen, each and every one of y'all benefit from abortions. Y'all benefit from living your life as who you want to and been loving who you want to. Black people may be your fetish, but they cook your damn food. Y'all be skipping that little white meal to go down in the little southern parts of town and get you a good hot meal.
They've been coming to the black side of town for the goods.
The good stuff.
Since 1619.
Good, all of it, right?
All the goods.
All the things. And then y'all, the migrants are the ones that are the hardest workers, because none of y'all can't do nothing. Y'all lazy.
No one's doing well. They're hip and their diabetes won't let them pick these vegetables.
Okay.
I need y'all to let the price is going to. Let me stop.
Benjamin.
Skin aging like an avocado. Not all of y'all, but some of y'all without good heart, skin aging like an avocado. Hairline can't stay in place to save your life. You've been struggling with your hairline since birth. Benjamin Button. You ain't no good in life. Because you ain't no good in life. Sister, you had every surgery on earth, and now you look more skeletal than what you were trying to do before the damn Ozempic.
Oh, Becca.
You just not a good person.
Marjorie Taylor Greene.
You look like, you know, they say black folks, they love when we walk by, the white folks be like making monkey sounds. Marjorie Taylor Greene, what do we say about that face?
Unga bunga is what we say.
I've
about
seen orangutans. And I can't say you ever seen an orangutan and Marjorie Taylor in the same room.
Marjorie Taylor Greene. Me no
Rebecca.
Stop playing in my face. You know why I say that? Because Marjorie Taylor Greene is part of the problem. She's an Alex Jones sitting in the seat of representative for Georgia, and she knows that it's problematic. Each and everything that she says, she literally said, when that shooting happened with them children in Texas, in Uvalde, Texas, she said that was a conspiracy. She blamed it on marginalized groups. She stated that wasn't a real shooting. She pushed that information out. She allowed pages on the internet to carry out these lies in Facebook chats. And people were going with that. And let me tell you right now, I will always call her what she looked like. I gotta tell the truth, and I gotta call a thing a thing. She's out here lying, but I'm not gonna do so. And she's nasty, and she's not a good person. But in America, that's what deserves to represent you. That's a problem.
That's because they honestly believe there's and shout out to all the woke white folks. I met this sister on Twitter named Woke White Woman. And I said we need a whole lot more of them WWWs, woke white women. Like, we need y'all because there's a whole subset of white folks right now who are so deluded in their thinking that they think that Marjorie Taylor Greene is actually qualified. They think that she is a great representation. And if that's the best whiteness can do, I know it's not, but if that's the best whiteness could do, we should have replaced y'all a long time ago. That's all I know.
Long damn time ago.
Yeah. But they're the problem because they're gonna pin everything on every marginalized group. And the older that I'm getting, my parents used to say, you're gonna see when you get older. And baby, I'm starting to see. I'm not Stevie Wonder to the mess no more. I am starting to see God has dropped those scales from my eyes because they have been doing this for too long for us to keep turning our backs and allowing these to be our representation in this country. They used to do it without us having a voice. Now that we have a voice, we cannot allow them to blame every single thing on what's happening in America on marginalized groups because they do not want to take responsibility when it really be their own people.
Right.
Facts. Period.
There's a fix for this. It's called gun control. It's called not being prejudiced, not being racist, not being a nasty person. You can agree to disagree. It's about being about the people, and this is what America lacks. But they walk around saying that they're the greatest nation on the face of the earth.
But the problem, Rebecca, is they've monetized crackerisms. They've monetized racism. They've monetized white grievance.
What did he say? What did he say?
Let me just go right past it.
That man said what? Okay.
They've monetized it. It's like the way to get famous and rich in MAGA land is to be the biggest racist that you can. The more racist that you can be, the more cruel that you could be, the more ignorant and anti-science and Neanderthalitic like you could be, just like Marjorie Taylor Greene, the higher you go. And so we're really fighting against people who are making money off of this, people whose careers are built off of this. You know, that little white girl who got famous this week saying the N-word, built a whole career.
Let's talk about this. Wait. Great. Let's talk about this. Run it back right now. There's a girl on the internet. And I need you to grab that video right now, David, because we're not going to leave here without talking about that girl because she thought she won. But what's funny is the conservative side, they need they need somebody not to just be out with their racism and saying that I knew that they were going to pick me on the other side, so that's why I did it. No. She gonna be dropped. She's not gonna get that career. They want those to
It's
be
over
like,
already.
they want
Already.
those to be oppressed and not say what their agenda was. You can't say what your true agenda was in this, to act. It's saying that you're fake. So you were only doing this. So you're not really racist. We need the pure racist.
Oh no, they got her on that. They went deeper.
I seen her page, but she's acting, you guys.
Yes.
I'm telling you right now, they don't want just the actor. They want you to be through and through racist. Okay, so play the video, not just
the video. The first time she said it, and then we got to give you some developments in the story because her career is already over. The white folks ain't having it.
You're doing a little too much. They're scrolling. It ain't that one.
You want to go?
Let me find it for you, my good brother.
Yeah, we'll send it to you in a second.
And in the meantime, too, make sure that y'all. I'm streaming on my page now, so please, if you haven't already, please go like, share, and subscribe to that page. I'm trying to get these followers up.
Yes, I already subscribed, James. Congratulations on getting that.
Send your page in the chat so I can go ahead and subscribe right now.
Let's get them numbers up. So get that monetization.
Okay.
All right, here we go. Her name is Lily Gadis. Did you get the video? I can't see the video right now. Okay, so here we go. Lily Gadis, I'm gonna send you the video right now so you guys can see it because here it is. And I want you to be just so outraged, but I was outraged, but then I wasn't. And I'm gonna tell y'all why. Because I knew she wasn't scared of anything. She's on TikTok. She's a white woman. She used this word. She knew it would go viral. There's a formula for this, and if you can't be dumb. There's a formula for this.
Wait.
And
what is this picture?
Yeah, this is. She just look. But she just put that up. Yeah, this was not the kind of content that she had on her page before. She was saying racist, right, conservative things, but not in full. Now she's in full right now. And so now she's saying this is right now a character. You will not see her after 2 months on any conservative nothing. She's just going to be on the internet. And for these little racists on the internet, on them Facebook pages, them old hags, they're going to follow her. But she's not going to go and be, those conservatives are not going to invite her to Fox News. She may be there today. She will not be on the chair. She wants to be seated. She wants to be that girl that we don't see no more, that white Tommy. She wants to be Tommy. She wants to be that. You're not going to be that. Tommy was full on. You came out and you said your agenda. You literally said that this was what you were doing. They don't want somebody saying that out there. But here's the story. No, play the video first. It's in the article. Play the video first. Scroll down a bit. Mm-hmm.
I think you might go.
It's right there. It's right there. It's loading a little bit. Mm-hmm. Just click that play button.
Maximize the screen and
you just go right there. Click the play button, the blue one in the middle. It's gonna come up again.
I can't stand you.
And you know what's funny? Well, while he's doing that, she really thought she had it. Like she really said it. Like, oh, I know how to say the N-word. I could say it just like him. Watch it.
Here we go.
Married to broke ass niggas. Everybody I know who's married right now, they're married to broke ass niggas. And they don't care. We don't give a fuck about your money. I couldn't care less about your fucking money. Okay. Everybody I know who's married right now.
Okay, so that was the main video. This is just a snippet.
So I'm just saying that the way that she said it lets me know that her life before this, she dated men that were black, or she's been around people that were black. It flowed off of her tongue because the people that she was around. She was at some point. What did they call that back in the day? She was acting what them black folks that want to be white. That's what she was acting like. And now, or it was something else. But here she is, right? Wiggers, because she was broke ass wiggers. She was definitely a wigger. And so here we are. And now she's using it. She thought that people were just going to pass by that. So it really wasn't her agenda, but she had to play it because she works. Here's the kicker. We're going to unpack this, okay? After this went viral, you know what the internet did? It did their thing, okay? It did their thing. She doubled down in her response. When she doubled down, the internet did their thing some more. They found where she worked at. And in that job that she worked at, I want to say the name of it, Rolf of the Carolinas in Wilmington, North Carolina. That company is Black, female owned. And they were like, hell no. She was supposed to be there as their the business development, marketing, and sales manager at the company. She wasn't there long, and she was working with another company alongside this company. But this company said, we don't know her, but she's representation of us. She's working with a third party that we work with, but she's out. She's out. And so that was the issue, because she then put out a video. It was a response
right here.
But after getting fired, she said, thanks, Black community, for helping to launch my new career in conservative media. You all played your role well, like the puppets that you are. But go ahead and play that response for us, David, because I want to show you how white folks, when they know they're going to get something out of it, Kyle Rittenhouse, they double down.
So a recent video of mine seems to have upset members of a certain community. And
look at her shirt.
All the backlash just really made me, just really do a deep dive, like do a soul search. And after all that, I still couldn't find a care.
You're going to call us racist. You're going to call us potential Timothy McVeighs. Fuck you.
Can I tell you about this guy? Andrew Breitbart died naked on his toilet.
Let me tell you, there is no sleep for the weak. There will be no rest for the wicked. She gonna sit here and be looking for stuff, because after Fox gets done with them, she's gonna. You see how she changed her look immediately. If you go through her page, she's trying out different looks, trying to see what works for her. For this particular one, she tried to go with that what looks racist to people. She tried to do it. She wanted to do. I mean, the hair has volume. It looks great. She wanted to wear that American T-shirt. She wanted to do all of that. But she wasn't doing that in majority of her videos. Yes, she was trying to lean in towards that conservative vibe, but she's starting to do this now.
Really?
She's starting to go. Look at her, pro-guns. All of a sudden, pro-gun. She knows this is going to pay for a while, but
it didn't. Can I give you the most recent update? Do you know the most recent update already?
No, go ahead.
So, this is the third update. David, go back to my link. This is what happened last night. So, turns out, Rebecca, that she has a picture of her baby online, and the group that she's trying to sell to, which is racist white men who are lonely and horny, the incels, they're called groypers. They found the picture of her daughter or her son, whatever, I don't know the gender, and they saw that baby had like maybe 1/1000th of brown skin. They peeped it out. They said, no.
Let me see
this little baby. They said the baby is colored, and because the baby is
keep the baby off of our site, because we don't. That's the baby, and we're not putting the baby out there.
No, we're not gonna put the baby up. But they went into they ratioed her on Twitter. She was talking about, here we go. And anyway, this is my tweet. The great crack ring of 2024. They said your child doesn't look
right.
I'm not playing with these devils this year. They said your child doesn't look white enough. So how does this help us? LOL, race mixing L. And then she came back and said, just because your wife bangs black dudes doesn't mean I do. This is the funniest reply ever. He said, I'm incel, you foul mouth. Isn't your baby brown though? And then there they found her. The baby is not white. That was 2 nights ago. It got worse. Now, David, go to her timeline so I could show you the picture where now they're investigating whether or not she's actually a woman. Because they say that she looks like what's her name? Sean Penn.
Once that side of the internet gets to you, they're going to call you a man. They're going to make that. Wow.
Well, now they're saying, is she really a woman? And then there was the last one, David. Then she posted this. So now when they question whether or not she's really a woman, she posts something, I guess she thought was
now I'm a Cali girl. Now I'm a Valley girl. Now I'm a
Now look at me, because I'm actually a woman. I'm not a man like you guys said. Well, now they said this morning they call her a whore and an op. So you played yourself, Lily.
Girl,
David, scroll up because she said something about the gays too.
Oh yes, she did. Yes,
At the
yes,
top,
she
at
did.
the top, David. You go the wrong way.
David on these. Oh, this one. This is one.
Oh, okay, yeah.
They compared her that picture.
They will find you. I ain't
They
trying to mess
are
with nobody
not
on the
having-
internet because y'all gonna get me. Y'all not about to get me.
This is
Twitter will work, baby. They will. When I tell you out every doggone thing,
Twitter will get me.
She thought she had a career making money off of this exact group. This is the exact group that she's marketing to. These lonely white dudes who can't get none. She put herself out there, and then they even talked about
What kind of tweet is this? I'm sorry, Benjamin.
Did this colonizer say that I'm sorry, but black gays are more gay than white gays? Child, what black gays? Anywho, that's a whole nother conversation because white gays is gay, honey.
No, but white gays are
Gay.
gay. I don't know what you're saying when you say that. I'm just not sure. But what I do know is that a lot of white gays get their some of the lingo from black gays.
From black gays.
It's just, it's just a thing. It's okay. But the fact that she's saying like black gays are more gay, gay is gay. So what's the gay you're talking about? She's talking about that feminine aspect because there are men that still are masculine. Like, what is she talking about? Dumbass. Like, here I go.
Wait. So while we're on the subject, but Bubba, have you seen the part where she talks about six packs being gay?
Crackering.
She said if you have a six pack, she literally said if you have a six pack, you're gay. Hold on a second.
What? That's what she said?
Yeah. I hope the audio is
Dr. Matt.
all of her videos are coming up low on my end, but let's
Rebecca.
Oh, now she's like
now to the men right now. So I think you guys are really worried a lot about your gym muscles and that it's not like perfect or whatever. I don't know what I'm doing with this fucking avocado. But girls don't care. In fact, I actually do not like gym guys at all. And let me explain to you why. So, you know how you guys are not a fan of like fake eyelashes, fake fingernails, fake lips, fake boobs. I don't know, fake hair. I don't know. You know that look. You know what I mean? Well, that's exactly the equivalent for girls with super extreme gym guys, like who have the perfect body. It just seems like, like you're obsessed with yourself. All you do is look in the mirror and you're doing all these fucking contortions with your body. That's weird. You know what I find hot? Hottest guy I've seen in the longest time was at the mechanic fixing my car. Good Lord, this man is attractive. He's got like first of all, he's got like grease on his face. He's got like real muscles from lifting tires and shit. That's what we find attractive. That's feral. That's like base animal instinct. And I'm just like, I could eat you up. That's attractive. So
he was black.
About going to get your perfect six pack. It's a little gay, to be honest. Little gay. Don't get offended. I'm just saying.
See,
like,
I bet you that's all you're gonna see her put on there. Salt and pepper.
Salt and pepper. But
first of all, you can eat avocado the way it is.
She don't know. So she went from a trad wife, traditional conservative wife. That's the whole marketing thing she started off with, and then she got into the N-word trouble, and then they start calling her a man. And now she dropped the trad wife because she doesn't want to be called a man anymore.
It's not gonna last. She's gonna be one of those people. Like we have them on our side too in social media.
Yeah.
They be on like black folks get on the internet and think they just because you do this and blah blah blah, you're gonna be viral. You're viral. They will make dumb people viral. Yes, some of y'all won't make it. She's not gonna make it.
She's not, and I'm glad that she won't. Because the only reason she did this whole video was for her to be able to contort and pose like she was talking about and try to show off her body. Because why in the F are you sitting here in your kitchen in a bathing suit, cutting a damn avocado that you about to eat? Girl,
she didn't even take the seed out. What are we doing here?
Did you even wash your hands?
No, and she only put salt and pepper because I like to eat avocado too. I'll cut it nicely, slice, put it in, put it in there, squeeze a little bit of lime. Might be lemon. It just depends on what I want to go for. I put a little bit of tahini in there, right? If I want to do it real nice, I put a little adobo. I don't like to use salt per se because it's I got high blood pressure. They still say that accent seasoning might give you high blood pressure, but it's a little lower than what the salt can give. And I put that up in there and I let that sit like that. Sometimes I get it, all mashed up together, and I put it in and mix it with a little tuna. That's if you want to be special. Make it a nice sandwich. Cut it right there diagonal, and I put a place. It might toast the toast like lightly, and I put it on there. See, that's a meal. And for that man that was fixing her car, she did describe somebody of color.
Yeah.
She described somebody of color, because when y'all ever seen what she was describing in Vanilla?
Because they be
What I
like,
mean.
because they be like, you know what? It's never mind.
Rebecca, I just want to just give you a real quick hack on avocado. Just use some Lowry's on that thing.
You see, I got Lowry too.
Just
I
Lowry's.
Listen,
Just Lowry's. You're good.
Yeah, but I'm Caribbean.
I like the way you do it too.
Lowry's on it.
But the real black, the real Southern black, like
I know.
I ain't got no lemon. I ain't got no lime.
I know Lowry's is because of a Black American, and it's good. It's in my seasoning cabinet right now. She uses it. She
Put
uses
it on an avocado and tell me what you think about it.
Yeah, I'll try it because I got avocado right here. It might be my little snack after the show, which we're gearing towards. But that white woman.
And they don't even think she's really white because they look at her nose and say that she's some kind of ethnicity. See,
1%.
Satisfy these women, these racist men that you're trying to cater to as a woman. I don't know why they don't get that.
Mm-hmm. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of talking about it. But I do like what I see those women. She's trying to be a woman's woman, but she has this masculinity about her that she's not stepping into. It doesn't mean that she's gay or anything. People say that I'm a strong woman. The other day, some guy was telling me, like, you too strong, you too manly. You just walk. I want my woman to be soft. I'm just not that. I'm a soft woman. You guys get the softness of me all the time. But if you got to get that other side to me, that's okay too. I'm Rebecca. I'm gonna be all those things. My voice is a little deep, but don't get it mixed with being a man because I'm not. But I say all that to say, so the women who are in the NBA right now, the WNBA girls, who they always want to try to say, oh, that's a man, da, 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 da. The way they've been coming out these locker rooms, however they want to.
Oh, Jesus.
But the way that the girls, I know sometimes their feet is hurting too, but they coming out there and they're showing, even though like it's not as big as when the guys do it in the NBA, but the girls are treating it as if, oh, you're going to get this look. I'm going to dress. I'm not going to just be walking in here, but I'm going to dress. I'm going to be coming in however I want to look, whether it's a nice tracksuit, my hair is going to be laid. And it's going to be the things that white woman identified in her video, the long lashes, might be a wig on that person's head. It might be a nice wrap on that natural girl's head. She might be coming out with her curls. I love that the women that we're seeing, not only are they coming out like that, they're playing even harder on the court. The conversations that we've seen, because it might be white centered because they try to make it like that. Reverse racism. Caitlin Clark is a great player. We can say that she is, and we can say that Angel Reese is as well as the other women who are playing right now, who are not rookies, who are in their second year of playing. Like all the women right now have been doing this. The ones that have been doing this for years. The ones that are sitting down who used to play, who are sitting down having conversations with Shannon Sharp and Stephen A. Smith.
Okay.
Those people. And you know what? I know you got to go by my white brother, but I actually, before y'all leave, I need to have this conversation. I need you to grab my white brother. I need you to grab Stephen A. Smith, Shannon Sharp, having the conversation recently about the WNBA with yet another WNBA commentator who actually used to play. And how he speaks to these women. One of them in particular, there was one that started off with him saying to a woman, like, yelling at her. Her last name is McNutt, but her first name, I cannot remember it. But she's a commentator. Yes, it was. And you guys are children and grow up. But that's how I remember that.
That's all me today. I'm proud right now.
I mean, because I was part of it. When I heard the name, I was like, okay.
What's the last name again, Rebecca? Never heard a name like that before in my life.
All right.
Okay, I'm done. I'm sorry.
So, everybody.
Let me find the video of Stephen A. Smith, Shannon Sharp. Okay. They what is it?
Monica McNutt. Somebody said it in the chat. Yeah. That's it.
Okay.
My parents for real.
And I'm not even going to play the most
I would be
recent.
mad at my parents.
The alliteration is what does it. She's probably. Let me stop because I'm gonna hate myself for doing that. Yeah, let me stop.
Look at me trying to get a bit. So she went to go speak on about the situation on that white man show. She went on a few shows, but she went to go speak on that white man's nightly show, the one that dated that the black woman. Look, here I go because I'm. Hold on now.
About Bill Maher.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'm sorry, y'all. I didn't know that we were going to take it there, but you guys brought it to my attention. I found the video. Here we go. Here you go. I dropped this link. Scroll down. It's at the bottom. So what I want to just identify here is that conversations with Stephen A. Smith, Shannon Sharp, Now, Stephen A. No, Steve. You with Stephen A. literally saying, you don't know anything. I got you a job and you're going to be nothing in your life. The WNBA, like yelling at women on air.
Oh, really?
You guys got to see this. But he didn't say it to this particular woman. To this particular woman, she got him together during the interview. She stated, Monica McNutt, right? Monica McNutt. She stated in the interview that, hey, Stephen, before Caitlyn, before it was like kind of like Angel Reese and other people have been, the WNBA has been doing this thing. It's just that you haven't been covering it when you could have. And he basically was like, what are you talking about? I've been covering this. I've been, whatever. And she stated, no, you know you could have. And he tried to get her together. And she said, no, you know what I'm saying to you right now, right? So I know this was like 2 weeks ago because he's also doubled down and gotten even worse in his interviews with women because he told another woman that her career wasn't going to really go nowhere because of how she was covering the WNBA. So let's have let's take a listen on this one from like just a couple weeks ago. Is there sound?
Don't look like they want to give us a sound.
Of course.
Look at the faces here. Look. And then this white woman in the middle. Look at her face. She was so uncomfortable. She kept trying to end it. And Monica was like, no, I'm gonna say what I'm saying. You see? Look at her. You see? Yeah, let's get the volume. See if we can get some volume on that. Is it us? We're still not getting some sound. All right. I really want you guys to see this because that passion is great. You know what? I know I got it saved on my.
Yeah, let me see if I can.
Somebody was saying no sound needed. You can just look at the neck roll and she need to be going in on his dumb ass. Get some nerve, bro.
Seconds, but that we like. Yeah. See,
I had it on mute. My bad.
What?
Y'all gonna learn. Don't tell it.
You know what? WNBA who talks about women sports more than First Take.
Stephen A. Respectfully, with your platform, you could have been doing this 3 years ago if you wanted to.
Hello.
Wow.
All right, we gotta go. You guys.
So did you say
you're my guy, but
who does more than
Stephen
us?
I'm talking to you. Wow. Don't do that. I'm talking to you about the power that you have.
Okay.
I'm talking to you.
It's
this actually was really long, and I wish that we had a better video of it. I'm sorry that we don't, but she literally continues on, and then it ends, and it pisses me off because doing this in front of that white woman, I know it was her segment, her part of the show on First Take, but the white woman was like, let me do my job. Sorry.
Oh, wow.
Here. And I said, see, now this is a needed conversation that needs to be had when we got that person in the room. Sorry to my white producer. But when we got these people in the room like that, it'd be problematic because you can't. I'm talking to Steven, sis. I'm not going to stop talking right now because this needs to be said because he's a representation right now of how the conversations are being had about the WNBA. And I'm an actual woman who's a representation. Not only did I play, I'm a commentator on it. I give analysis on it. I'm there on it. People come to me for advice. I am hand in hand, hip to hip. This is my world. So when I'm talking about it, I'm going to talk about it from experience. I'm going to talk about it because this is who I am. Stephen A., you haven't been talking about this on your platform, and as great as you expect it to be, you could have assisted that in the way that you can cover it, but your lack of coverage, but you now covering it right now because it is trendy, that means nothing to us. And how he continues to speak to the women that come on that show is still with disregard for their expertise in the game, not just commentary. I played it. It's been my life.
Yeah.
Y'all ignored it. We were still out here.
You know, Stephen A. Smith is adjacent with Magaland and the men's rights activists. And he's not. He don't have all the very best ideas and ideologies. Some of the stuff he actually believes is kind of problematic, and was probably about to come out in here. You got another clip? Oh, he has a different clip. Okay.
Talking about them maximizing their great potential. And because we bring that up and talk about what potentially might get in their way, which we do to men all the time, now we got to sit up here and watch every syllable. I resent that, and I'll leave it at that.
All right, so let me. I know we got to go to break. Welcome to the world of being a woman, Stephen A., and how you have to dance about your word choice, and you have to please everybody and anybody as you navigate your being. We are talking about the world's greatest.
How about being a black man?
Being black. Hold on 1 second. Have you... So this is what I'm saying to y'all, though, and I know we got to go to break, and we didn't necessarily go there, and maybe we should. There are so many layers in this conversation around the way that it's being discussed. No. And yes, Shannon, I know y'all are going to say and Stephen A., I know you're going to. You just shared that you've talked about the WNBA on your program too. You guys may not have said everybody, but the prevailing sentiment for folks that are just joining the WNBA and following women's sports is unfair to the women of this league, to your point, who have laid the groundwork for Caitlin Clark to come in and now take it to the next level. That's all I'm saying in these conversations. Kennedy Carter's behavior is not indicative of the entire league. We are still talking about competition where you are allowed to get a little extra elbow in if you are competing and you do it within the parameters of the game. The game is physical. Caitlin is helping to grow the league. These women understand that, but she cannot be babied as a rookie. That's all I'm at.
All right.
Who talks about the WNBA? Who talks about women? Who talk about women's sports more than First Take?
Stephen A., respectfully, with your platform, you could have been doing this 3 years ago.
Look at the white lady.
But I thought she was froze for a minute.
Yes.
Wow. So,
you know you're my guy, but
who does more than
Stephen
us?
A., I'm talking to you.
Wow.
Don't do that. I'm talking
This is
to
when we
you
got
about
to
the
that
power
point of
that
it.
you have.
You can pause it right there. But I know somebody said in the chat that the white woman may have agreed with
Yeah.
But my thing is, no, it was giving y'all black folks is black folking on my segment.
Right.
This is my show. Give me back control of my show. But Stephen A., when it was about to be over, was like ignoring her, and he works alongside her more, and was ignoring her to get his point out about being a black man in America. Now, I just started the show and I said, I love my black man. I love men. And I want forever for your mental to be protected. But Stephen A. is a Judas. Woo! Not a Peter. And so those people who know that they're doing wrong and you try to weaponize their trials and tribulations to get their point across and say, I'm a black man and I'm doing this for the black woman. No. You being a black man in this space and being a marginalized person in this space, but you acting whiteness, my brother.
That power show acting white.
Whiteness. And so you trying to weaponize that in this conversation or tell me I should be bowing down to you because of that. I'm telling you, now you see what it feels like to have to watch how you're talking about something. She said that this conversation can go into many ways. That's why I brought it there. But let's bring it back to the focus of the conversation. And that is the simple fact that this game has been the WNBA even before Caitlin Clark.
Yep.
And that's all I'm saying to you. And that's all it was.
I like what somebody said in the chat. Caitlin Clark is a Larry Bird of the WNBA. Yeah, I can. I mean, Ryan said that. Ryan in the foreman in the chat room. I mean, she's a great player, right? But let's not be fooled by the fact that there is a movement right now that she probably doesn't even care about. Caitlin probably doesn't care about all of the whiteness that's out there who's like, oh my goodness, she's the great white hope of everything.
She's trying to play the game too. She's trying to play the game. The thing is, this is the WNBA. Every day I watch the NBA. I'm watching them Boston boys. I'm watching them boys play. And the way they play, they got a little softer than they did back in the day. Them boys that was had a little bit more melanin in their skin about 10 years ago. Because I see a lot of half on the team. We just gonna have a whole bunch of white men again playing basketball in about 5-10 years. I don't know. But where we're looking at, that's besides the point. But what we're looking at today, these girls have been out, these women have been out here playing. Caitlin Clark is an addition to this beauty of the game. Angel Reese is also somebody of the conversation. There's other girls that I've been reading about that have been playing for a year already and never got any recognition. But all you guys are saying, they were rookies as well. They got pushed down as well. Is it right? No, this is a game though. And they also have to understand, y'all want to be coddling Caitlin Clark because in the WNBA, which seems to still be predominantly Black in America, she is the marginalized one. So it's always looking like they're crowding up against her. If she was Black, they would continue to crowd up against her. We saw Angel Reese literally get chucked in her neck. Go to the interview portion of it, the reactionary interview at the end of the game. And when she was talking about it, she said, it's just a game. I got hurt. I got pushed down. We get a little physical on here. Then for Caitlin Clark, they was like, why did they do that to you?
Yeah.
Racism. Why?
They make it seem like she's the marginalized person, like you said. It's just like, that's annoying crap, y'all.
Essentially, she is. She's the white girl on the team, but she can play. She's a great player. She's a woman in the WNBA. When y'all want to talk about equality, just talk about that, because we can go into the unequal parts of it. How she's been treating and how much endorsements have been going to her when we can talk about that part, but we're not. We're going to talk about how they want to treat her on the court like this is a game. You a good ass player, and so am I. So that the best person,
right? That's why is she like, I haven't watched enough of her to actually distinguish her skill above anyone else. Is she that measures of order better than other people?
She's really good. Like, Caitlin is a great player.
I've watched her games, and when I tell you she can ball her ass off, but there are others that are maybe equally or better than her that's not getting that same attention or that spotlight.
Okay,
Angel Reese.
So if it's not the 1 cent that I know everyone hates when I give.
Oh boy, yes, go ahead.
I feel like see. I know that look, Rebecca. I know the look. This is like when I wanted Olay to come out.
Please tell us what do you have to say, white man? Go.
So I feel like, honestly, and I'm not a sports person, but I feel like she got the spotlight and everyone started to blow up around the WNBA, even though the WNBA has been here. It's not new. It hasn't gotten the attention it deserved until the white girl got spotlight. And I don't know whether she appreciates the commentary or not around her. I know she's claimed that she doesn't care about any of this stuff. I feel like it's a conversation that everyone's like, why is the WNBA only now getting its attention because of a white person?
Yep.
And I feel like that's valid. I feel like, like it shouldn't take a white person to give a sport attention.
And you know what's not, here's why I would make the distinction between what they said in the chat, comparing her to Larry Bird. I wasn't old enough to remember how Larry Bird came into the league. But the white folks who are supporting Caitlin right now, and I'm saying specifically the white folks, they're doing it based on a racial narrative, right? Yep. They're framing it this way. I don't know to what extent Caitlin cares about it at all. But the people
in a recent interview, she said that she's trying not to be associated with it.
So, but the people who are making this a thing, they're doing it simply because she is white and they want to show something about of reverse racism, and they always look for opportunities to attack Black women. So that would be the main difference that I would see between it. Yeah.
No, that's it, and that is it. And once that got on the internet, that this white woman in a predominantly Black world is being attacked, she got hurt. But she was just talking junk to her, opposition, which is what people do. And it was so bad that the threw her down because that's what people do in sport. Is it right? No, they can play dirty. So then what happens is the ref that comes in there either calls it or not, and we got a game now. Because now they like this is what we're talking about basketball here. We're women that are over 6 damn foot tall. What y'all talking about? It's a game. A real ass game. What we talking about? Do not allow. That's what we're trying to do. And that's what Monica is trying to put in there. If the people who are talking about the WNBA, just like Stephen A. Smith, who looks like my brother, since you want to bring up being a black man, right? My brother, since you want to talk about it, let's take it there. Now you're talking about the protection or the conversation or whatever the rhetoric may be on today. You're covering that about this woman when there has been so much other situations and you could have covered that within the WNBA. So I'm coming here to set the record straight. We love Caitlin Clark. We think this girl got game, but so does this person. Last year, this person was top of the WNBA, and you never covered that. You had time to do so on your platform, and it could have been good. So don't sit here and talk about the shoulda, coulda, wouldas and try to tell me that I'm wrong. This is my expertise, so I'm gonna give you the tea on it. And so the problem is that she will have that white gaze, as somebody said in the comment section. Also, that will appeal towards, because we can make it political, the right, conservative people. They will say that the black people in this game, we must go support this white girl. What can we do for her? We need to show up, and we need to show up with signs about Caitlin Clark being the best. We need to show up that don't hurt Caitlin Clark, protect Caitlin Clark at all times. Even black folks online who don't understand that this is systemic. They're saying online that this ain't about race. It isn't about race when it comes to the game itself amongst those ladies, but for media, it's about race. For the people on the right, it's about race. Even for the people on the left, it's about race. And because they made it about race online, which can get really dangerous, it's up to us to step in like Monica McNutt and fix that on platforms that are as huge as First Take. Yeah.
Yep. Facts.
Yeah.
Well, Rebecca, you shining this week, Rebecca.
Thank you. Thank you, man.
Oh, Brittany Griner.
Thank you.
Brittany Griner?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about her?
Charlie just said in the chat, who was that player who got locked up and rushed over a vape card?
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But look how they talked about her when she needed help. Yep.
Thought you were talking about her latest photo shoot.
Oh, and there goes my camera.
I'm handling that with the grace and the integrity of a man of God.
Yeah.
It was.
No, people were upset about it. It was a beautiful photo shoot, in my opinion. People were upset about it. They were telling her to turn around. That's the internet. I hate them for that. They were telling her to turn around so you can see her chest.
Okay.
They took it there. Yeah. Oh, they were being nasty on the internet.
I just thought it was a great photo shoot.
I thought it was great. I'm always, and I hate this about me. See, this is the systemic part of my mind. I'm always shocked at her voice. I'm like, whoever worked with her on her voice was really good. Like help or her, whatever. I think she identifies as him now. Him. So whoever worked with him on his voice, whoever worked with them. Yeah. See, get me right. On their voice, did a great job, because that is, I mean, talking to their voice on the phone, it's over for everybody.
Oh, for everybody, bro.
It's over for everybody. But people are mad. They're so upset online about that, though, about their voice, about how they present, about all of those type of things. They're upset. So I think it was fine. They're living their life, and Brittany's living their life. And I think that at this point, either you can agree or disagree. Scroll past it. Okay. Get away from it.
Yeah. Shout out to Tokyo Hans for the super chats from Japan.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, and I apologize, Tokyo. I know that you say you can't use Cash App. That's Japanese coins. Okay. I think they call them yens. Is it yen?
Is it yen?
Yens. Because I was trying to figure out what that was the other day. Yens. Okay.
Yen. I want to go to Tokyo so bad though, and not Tokyo Valentino for y'all nasties. The real Tokyo. See, I don't even know.
I don't know what is Tokyo Valentino. A perfume?
Yeah.
I'm not looking at it.
I just assumed the word. I have no idea what it is, but when I know James enough to know when he says stuff like that.
Just look it up, Becca.
So
don't Google that, Becca. I don't think that will work out too well if we try to Google that. Go ahead.
Well, I'm not Googling it because I'm saved. We're at the end of the show. And I just wanted to say thanks again for all the love for everybody who has been working with your girl, loving on your girl. Thank you so much. If you can, so I can get this electricity bill paid and the light bill paid and all the things as I'm going through this transition of becoming a full-time YouTuber, right? If we can, please, y'all, Cash App Becca's Voice. Thank you guys for sending the super chats. I just can't get them for a month. So if you can, Cash App Becca's Voice, also on PayPal, RebeccaZor@gmail.com. It would be greatly appreciated. We just got to keep me in a roof just a little bit longer while I figure out some things. All right. But in the meantime, y'all, I really, really appreciate the love. I really, really appreciate it. And I'm going to be celebrating quietly in my house as I clean this house up. It's a mess. So while I clean this place up, look, ain't even paid up, but it's mine.
Sure, that's all that matters.
They ain't even paid up yet. They gonna be at the door at any time. But God. So if y'all can, please, to make sure that I'm here on next Saturday and not at the side of the road, please, Becca's Voice on Cash App and RebeccaZor@gmail.com. Listen, if you're here as well and you're watching, make sure to support the show at patreon.com/like-it-or-not. Patreon.com/like-it-or-not. That means you love the show if you're here thus far, because we had a little long show and I came on late. So, and everybody, listen, tip your host. Ben, he's not on. He can't find his phone. But Ben, I know they're still giving to you. So once you get on there, you're gonna be blessed and highly favored.
Oh, hey.
Everything gonna be all right. But in the meantime, y'all, please support. All the information right now is on the screen. Please support. And I love y'all. Tip your hosts, tip your producers, and send us some love. I was saying I want to see you guys during Pride. Y'all didn't do nothing. Y'all didn't send nothing. Okay, send it. Send it. I'm not playing with you. Send the Pride stuff. I want to see what y'all looking like, where y'all going. I want to see the outfits. I don't care if you're in the house with the little cute little outfit on. I want to see it. I want to post it. We want to celebrate you guys. We want all of that. I don't care. All the things that we're celebrating, indigenous people, send us something. I want to celebrate y'all. Caribbean Heritage Month. Send me something. Send me some food pictures of the people that be cooking that good Caribbean food. Black Music Month. People are kind of slipping past that, but it's definitely Black Music Month. Okay. And a lot Black music done made and shaped and did what it needed to do for a lot of people. Elvis would not be Elvis if he didn't steal.
Come on.
Black music.
That part.
Country wouldn't be what it is if they didn't steal Black music. Because I love me a good country song, whether it's from a white person or a Black person, but it wouldn't be a genre if it wasn't for Black music. So
we don't have access to Rebecca and James' YouTube chats, so you can send it to likeitornotshow@gmail.com. Likeitornotshow@gmail.com.
Send all the pictures to Like It or Not Show. I didn't even know we have that at gmail.com. Like It or Not Show @gmail.com. I don't want to hold y'all. Go ahead, Bubba.
And then, as I say, also send me your coming out stories. I want to do a show on that one day as well, too, where I can share y'all coming out stories, because I know how my coming out was. I want to hear how everybody else's was too. Send that to the email as well, too.
That's good. Oh, that's I watch that.
Okay.
I like that.
Because I like to know.
Because look, to be in people's business. That's what I want to know.
Right,
so, what your mama said?
Exactly. Because when I tell you, my daddy blew my spot up. All my spot. He done told my mom, like, I thought I saw Bubba at the gay club. Like, what she was doing down there? The whole story. I love to get into it.
Why was your dad down there? Was he watching you? Was he following you?
Okay. But just know that Daddy was down there being somewhere he wasn't supposed to be, like he worked in the area. But it was just one night it happened to be out, and to get out the car, I'm just like, I feel my daddy like somewhere.
Because you know the spirit of the parents somewhere around here.
Of the family. And I looked around, I seen some Black man running up the hill. I'm like, I think that was my daddy. But why
were you running up the hill? This is the country story.
Daddy was doing some stuff that he shouldn't have been doing a long time ago. Praise God, he's been delivered. But yes, but yeah. When I
Oh,
tell
Daddy
you,
was running up the hill and in his own mess, so he came home to tell somebody else's mess.
Mine. So when I told my mama, she's just like, "Oh yeah, I already know. Your daddy said he saw you outside the club one day."
That sounds like
Really,
a
Daddy?
heck of a story, man.
Man, what?
Because-
It's funny.
That's all right, because Mama Gwen is still together with Brother Williams.
Okay,
and
exactly.
It's all right. We went through that, and our son is beautiful and living his life, and that's beautiful too. Everybody, the moral of the story is live your life the way that you need to when you don't hurt. If it ain't hurting nobody,
Amen.
if it ain't
Amen.
hurting nobody. Okay.
If it ain't
All
hurting.
right. So we're at the end of the show. Ben, is there any last words that you want to give before you get out of here?
I'll see y'all next week.
Thanks for showing up. I love to see you because I never get to hear from you at the other. I don't know
Right.
if it's I don't never be knowing if it's you or if it's David. But then I'd be like, that's definitely Ben. But how is he on so functionable between these times? And then later we never see him. It's
Right.
the beautiful weird secrets of Benjamin P. Dixon.
I like
All
that.
right. I love
Way to
y'all.
do it.
This should be a good show.
See y'all. Bye, y'all.
Love y'all, mean it, y'all. Hey, real quick, I had an affirmation for the day for y'all. Your affirmation: no person, place, or thing has power over me. No person, place, or thing has any power over me. I am free. Love y'all, mean it. We'll see y'all next week. Deuces.
Doing here is not going to stop when it comes to these type of discussions. It's going to be for us and by us here on this platform when the media is telling us to look the other way. Your support is what helps us move forward. Join patreon.com/like it or not. Help us grow.
Like it or not, y'all. 2023. Y'all know what time it is. It's time for like it or not. With Rebecca Azure. Let's start this damn show.